What's up everybody, it's your boy Proftrof and we're back again with another video by Count Dankula. This is Chopper? I don't know what the fuck this is gonna be about. The thumbnail is like some dude with handguns and shit, so I assume it's gonna be some crazy, maybe gangster shit. We shall see.
It's a little bit of a special one because it's someone I've actually had a great interest in for a number of years. He's quite a divisive character. Some people love him, some people hate him, but you can't deny that he's certainly interesting. Mark Brandon Reed, better known as Chopper.
Oh, this dude is definitely a gang boy.
Mark Brandon Reed was born on the 17th of November 1954. His father was a Korean War veteran and his mother was a devout Seventh-day Adventist. He was placed in a children's home for the first 5 years of his life, and when he was eventually released from care back into his parents' custody, his father would very regularly beat him, usually at the request of his mother. He grew up in the suburbs of Melbourne, Australia, and he was bullied very badly in school. At the age of 14, he was made a ward of the state, and he was placed in several mental institutions. Due to all the fighting experience that he had gathered while being bullied, Chopper ended up becoming the leader of the Surrey Road gang and used his fighting experience against the faces of rival gang members. Chopper's criminal career then took another step up, as around about this time he started robbing drug dealers that were based in the massage parlours around Prahran. Things only got a little bit more extreme from there, because Chopper then actually started full-on kidnapping the drug dealers and torturing them with blowtorches and
Hey, listen, okay, kidnapping people is pretty bad. Kidnapping drug dealers, I can live without that shit. Okay, listen, I don't have that much against people using drugs. I think it's fucking stupid as hell, but it's your life, you can do whatever you want with it. Selling drugs though, that's a little bit different, okay? If you sell drugs, you're a piece of shit, okay? So if you get kidnapped by a dude that's tattooed and he shoves a handgun up your ass, it is what it is, bruh. It is what it is.
Their toes
it's the
off
job
with
contract.
bolt cutters so that he could extort as much money out of them as he could. This is when Chopper's criminal career really started to take off, and the things that he did were so insane and so frequent that in the year 2000 a movie was actually released about Chopper, detailing his life from this point, with Eric Bana playing as Chopper. I'm going to use clips from the movie and try my best to follow the timeline of Chopper's life, but there is just a few problems. Movies very often exaggerate and fluff stuff up to make it look much better for the cinema, so events may not be portrayed as accurately as they actually happened. And the other problem is, Chopper also does this himself whenever he's telling stories. He used to always say, never let the truth get in the way of a good yarn. So I'm going to try my best to be as accurate as I can be based on the information that I have.
Crazy lad.
In 1975, Chopper was convicted of 2 counts of armed robbery and he was sent to Pentridge Prison's H Division. While he was in H Division, he formed the Overcoat Gang. He and his fellow gang members would wear overcoats throughout the year because it made it easier for them to conceal weapons that they would use in prison attacks. And a few years later, Chopper was released. In 1978, Chopper's friend, Jimmy Luffman, was standing trial for a very serious offence, and in an attempt to save his friend, Chopper charged into the courtroom with a sawn-off shotgun and pointed it in the judge's face and tried to take the judge hostage. Chopper was wrestled to the ground, disarmed and subdued. Chopper was then immediately arrested.
Oh, wow,
Jimmy was found guilty, and Chopper, for attempting to kidnap a judge in a courtroom with a sawn-off shotgun, was sentenced to 16.5 years, and so he and Jimmy were sent back to Haiti.
Okay, let's think about this. What do you guys think? 16.5 for running into a courtroom with a sawed-off shotgun and pointing it at the judge's face? I think that's pretty fair. Maybe even a little bit lowballing it, to be honest, considering he's a past offender and shit like that. So he has a history of being a criminal.
H Division. Chopper and Jimmy joined back up with the Overcoat gang once they reached H Division, and they decided to start a war with a rival gang called the Painters and Dockers. And
The
in
what?
the movie, and they decided to start a war with a rival gang called the Painters and Dockers. And in the movie, it's portrayed that they don't even know why they're fighting them.
Well, why have we been fighting them for 3 fucking years then?
I don't know.
Well, mate, we should have a reason.
We'll make one up.
It was actually later revealed how the gang war started. A member of the Painters and Dockers, John Palmer, approached Chopper and accused him of eating all of the extra sausages that were provided for the prison Christmas dinner. Chopper, offended by the accusation, proceeded to beat 7 shades of shit out of John Palmer, and that is what started the gang war. And the war
Seems
was
accurate
named
enough.
the Sausage War.
Hey, don't fuck with a person's sausages, okay? That's some serious shit. Do not fuck with someone's sausages. Hey, one sec. Okay, well, I was gonna make another joke. They can take our freedom, but they can't take our sausages. Usually it's the other way around, but because they're in prison. Get it?
Then
I'm
one
hilarious
day,
today.
Chopper had a little
Fucking
bit of a
hilarious.
heated back and forth with the leader of the Painters and Dockers, Keithy George.
You're fucking sick, Reed. You're insane.
Beethoven had his critics too, Keith. See if you can name 3 of them. That's right, you can't.
Watch, do yourself a favour, neck up. You can't, you're a parrot. Fucking low floor.
Chopper got a little bit worried about this, and he
You know how I can understand that this is an English movie, like not English, but England. You know, it's situated over there because I can barely understand what the fuck they're saying. Jesus Christ, this accent is so hard for me to understand.
See if you can name 3 of them. That's right, you can't.
Watch, do yourself a favour, neck up. You can't, you're
Okay,
a parrot.
what did he say there?
Low floor.
Chopper got a little bit worried about this, and he felt that there was going to be retribution from Keithy. So Chopper decided to preemptively strike. So this
Kill him?
happened. Keithy died from blood loss, and Chopper got away with it because no one snitches in prison.
Ah.
Unfortunately for Chopper, because of this attack and because of many of the
I mean, to be honest, you cannot snitch on a gang's boss in prison. Okay, you're probably fucked if you do.
other attacks that
So,
he'd done, there was now
understandable.
several contracts out on Chopper's life, promising
Contracts?
a considerable sum of money.
How much?
Apparently that's been passed around and 5 of the dockies have put in $2,000 each to have you knocked.
It's not bad. I should have a go at it myself. Come on. It all sounds a little bit ridiculous, doesn't it? I mean, how are they going to get to do it?
Take your pick, Mark.
Chopper started to get very worried about this because he knew there was a lot of people in H Division who would try and collect on the contracts. So Chopper decided to come up with a plan to get him and his friends out of H Division. The plan was to kidnap 2 guards at knife point, take their keys, lock
He's not getting out of prison, is he? He's not getting out of prison.
them in the scullery. They would then call the prison warden and say that they have 2 guards hostage, and if their demands are not met, they would then use the keys to go around the prison, unlocking all the cells one by one and ice-picking the spines of the other prisoners to turn them all into paraplegics. It's very sound and reasonable, I know. Chopper tried to get his friends Jimmy Luffman and Ned Bluey Clonan in on the plan. When they refused
Jesus
because the
fucking
plan
Christ.
sounded batshit insane, Chopper started threatening them to go along with it. So that is when...
I mean, how can they refuse? If they refuse, they become the dudes that are gonna get a fucking ice pick in their spine. Like, the choices here do not look good. Either get like another huge prison sentence or an ice pick to the spine from the crazy dude. What would you guys choose? Let me know.
Jimmy and Ned decided to do something drastic.
They're gonna try and kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, he was there with the toothpick trying to go at it, trying to...
It's a bit early in the morning for kung fu, isn't it, Jim?
Stab them.
What's the matter with you?
Bluey and Jimmy conspired to kill Chopper and collect on the contracts themselves. Fortunately, Chopper was able to fight back, and apparently Jimmy's love for Chopper as a friend is what made Jimmy hold back from finishing him off. Chopper was stabbed multiple times, which resulted in him losing several feet of intestines, and apparently the very next day,
Oi.
Chopper burst open all of his stitches because he was trying to do push-ups. Chopper discovered that he was going to be sent back to H Division because the staff deemed that his...
Hey, now what's your excuse for not training, huh? What's your excuse for not going to the fucking gym? My boy just got stabbed up, fucked up. He's doing push-ups the next day. What the fuck is your excuse?
life was not in danger, because Jimmy and Bluey actually managed to convince the staff and investigators that it was actually Chopper that attacked them, not the other way around, and they managed to convince them of that because Jimmy self-inflicted wounds on himself with the same knife. Chopper knew he was a dead man if he went back to H Division because he had no friends left and everybody wanted to collect on these contracts. So when Chopper got back into H Division, he paid another prisoner to do something to him so that he would have a good enough reason to get transferred out of H Division.
I'm trying to be gentle, mate.
You fucking idiot.
Rip into it. Slash it off.
Ah! What the fuck?
The other one.
He got a prisoner to chop both of his ears off. He got a prisoner to chop both of his fucking ears off. However, it worked because, as a result, Chopper was transferred out of H Division for his own safety.
Have a look who's fucking leaving, boss.
Get him out!
This is
Chopper
fucking
was
bad shit
finally
to say.
released from prison, but had trouble trying to readjust to the outside world because between the ages of 20 and 38, Chopper had only been out of prison for 13 months. In 1987,
Impressive.
when Chopper was drinking at the infamous Bojangles Club, he was approached by a man called the Greek. However, this man goes by a different name in the movie. The Greek is actually a drug dealer that Chopper once robbed. He walks with a permanent limp because during the robbery, Chopper blasted him point blank in the kneecap with a sawn-off shotgun. The Greek, however, told Chopper that all was forgiven, and it seemed that the Greek wanted to take advantage of Chopper's nationwide notoriety by recruiting him as an enforcer. This relationship, however, quickly turned sour because one night when they were all having a drink in the Greek's house, Chopper immediately got back into his old habits and tried to rob him. The Greek told Chopper that no money was kept on...
Bro, can you imagine? You're a drug dealer. Some dude blasts your fucking kneecap off with a sawed-off shotgun. Then you're like, 15 years pass, he's in prison, he's out of prison. You're like, ah, fuck it. He sounds like a pretty good bodyguard, huh? You go to recruit this dude to guide you, and he fucking robs you.
on the premises, and so Chopper told the Greek that he had 20 seconds to produce some money for him.
1, 2,
I've got no
3,
cash, mate.
4,
I told you I've got no cash. Listen, you come in,
7,
I fucking give you
8,
drinks. What's the
9.
matter with you?
Sit the fuck down.
Listen,
10,
hey,
11,
hey,
12.
Unfortunately, the Greek was telling the truth, and there was no money on the premises. So it went exactly as you would expect.
Killed him.
13,
Killed him or the other
Stop with the
knee?
fucking counting. What are you counting for?
The other knee?
Take it easy.
Oh.
According to people who were present when that happened, apparently Chopper felt really bad about shooting the Greek, and so immediately drove him to the hospital himself, but Chopper denies doing this. Because Chopper is going around basically being Chopper, even more contracts get put out on Chopper's life, and then Chopper hears through the grapevine that one of the people picked to carry out one of the contracts on his life was his old friend Jimmy Luffnan. Chopper then just directly pays
Dude
Jimmy
that
a
stabbed
visit.
him?
Chopper tells Jimmy that he forgives him for stabbing him and it's all water under the bridge. Chopper then immediately sticks a gun in Jimmy's face and just directly asks him if he's the one that's been hired to kill him. Jimmy, in a panic, denies everything. Chopper believes him and then apologises for sticking a gun in his face. Chopper then leaves to go for a drink at the Bojangles Club. But it turns out that Jimmy was the one that had been hired to kill Chopper, and Jimmy now knows that Chopper has just gone to Bojangles. So Jimmy immediately gets on the phone, rounds up all of his friends, they all grab their guns, hop in the car, and head to Bojangles. They arrived at the club, and were waiting outside in the car.
Okay. We need a little break. We need a little break. This is getting a little too fucking intense. Dude just points a gun in his face like, did they pay you to kill me? Nobody, no. I am not lying for sure. Okay, I believe you. I'm sorry. Okay, by the way, who this bitch in the back? Who's the big-eared chick? Mouse chick? Who's she? Anyway, okay, let's get back to it.
The teeth, and Chopper was inside drinking.
Fucking
So
Chopper,
all they
man.
had to do was get Chopper to come outside, gun him down, job done. However, they actually had to get Chopper to come outside, so they got an accomplice, Sammy the Turk Ozerkim, to go inside,
Sammy the
buy
Turk.
Chopper drinks, butter him up, and then lure him outside. But there was just one problem. The Turk led him out of the wrong door on the other side of the building. So when they got outside, the Turk started looking around for his
So you cannot make this shit up. Legit, you cannot make this shit up.
accomplices and realised that they weren't there. They were on the other side of the building. The Turk starts to get nervous. The Turk starts to panic a little. Chopper notices and directly asks him, "Why did you bring me outside?" And the Turk is so panicked that he can't answer. Chopper put two and two together and realised exactly what was going on. And what happened next was the event that turned Chopper into one of the most infamous names in Australian history.
Take that line. What? What's that mean?
You want English?
Speak fucking English. It's Australia.
Fuck you then, and it's English.
Chopper was arrested and charged with murder for killing Sammy the Turk, but Chopper spun a story that the Turk was trying to reach for Chopper's gun to kill him, and so the charge got reduced to manslaughter. And then Chopper entered a plea of self-defence, and the jury believed him. Chopper was found not guilty of killing the Turk. Chopper did, however, do another 2 years in jail for shooting the Greek, and he was released from this sentence in 1991.
2 years.
In 1992, Chopper was in a car with Bikey
He
Club.
fucking shot a dude point blank with a shotgun and he gets 2 years. I mean, then again, we don't know what the Turk's like resume is. He's probably some piece of shit like everyone else in this fucking video so far. So he's probably got fucking 15 sentences on his shit, so.
Boss Sidney Collins, and apparently Collins demanded that Chopper give him $8,000 to go towards his wedding. Chopper was pretty pissed off by this and so shot Sidney in the stomach. Chopper felt bad and dropped Collins off at the hospital on the condition that Collins didn't snitch him out to the police. Unfortunately,
He snitched
Collins
him out
did,
to the-
and Chopper was sent to prison again, and he was released from this sentence in 1998. Then, in the year 2000, the movie bearing his name, Chopper, was released. Since his release
Now I
in
need to go watch the
1998,
fucking movie.
Chopper mostly behaved himself. He became a best-selling author. He went on tour doing comedy shows. He sold paintings, and he also did TV adverts speaking out against domestic violence.
Okay, I have a question. What sort of crazy motherfucker do you have to be to go to one of his comedy shows? Listen, just being near this guy, you have like a fucking 23% chance of getting shot and then driven to a hospital. Yes, you're probably not gonna die. His mortality rates are pretty low, but you're probably gonna get shot. That doesn't sound very good. Why would you want that shit, okay? I'm sure he's gonna apologize to you later, but...
And rape.
My name's Mark Brandon Chopper Reed. A lot of people think I'm a tough guy. I'm not a tough guy, but I've broken a lot of men that thought they were tough guys. The lowest thing in jail is a woman basher and a rapist. If you bashed a woman, well, you're a weak, gutless individual. If you come to jail for bashing a woman or raping a woman, you will get dealt with. You will suffer. We will break your neck, you low, gutless, weak mice. Be afraid, because if you come to jail, you're going to have every bloody reason to be afraid.
I believe
Now
you.
that is how you send an anti-rape message.
Yes, sir.
Jesus Christ. Chopper was even parodied in Ronnie John's half-hour comedy show.
Now today, I'm going to show you how to do a job interview so you don't just get the job, you fucking smash its head in. Wish me luck.
He's gonna shoot someone.
All right. It's going well so far, but they've just offered me a seat, right? But I'm trying to come across as, bloody assertive. And if I sit down, I'm going to seem lazy. Fuck your seat.
So he had a great deal of popularity and he gathered a very large cult following. He has an awful lot of fans. Myself included.
Show your tattoo, Mark. Work it up. King Kong, well, why's he got that? Voila. Copycat.
No, you did not.
There are two things that you've
You
learned
did
here.
not.
One is that
You
I
did
might
not.
have a little bit of a bias when I'm talking about Chopper.
He
And
did.
two, Don't get drunk around your friends when there's a tattoo gun in the room. You thought the hammer and sickle was bad. Chopper continued touring and starring in TV shows up until 2012 when he was diagnosed with liver cancer. He was actually offered a transplant to save his life, but he refused because he said he would much rather the organ went to save someone else. He died of cancer on the 9th of October 2013, but just a few weeks before his death, he gave one final interview to Australia's 60 Minutes. So picture yourself being Chopper. You're a little bit cheeky, you enjoy the limelight, and you're about to do an interview for a big TV show in Australia.
Oh no.
But your doctors told you you've only got a few weeks left to live, so you're not going to have to deal with any of the repercussions of any of the things that you say. What would you do?
Just 16 days before he died,
Chopper, what did you do?
I sat down with Mark Brandon Reed for his last ever interview. It quickly became a confessional.
Yo, this chick needs to lay off on the fucking fondue or whatever you call that shit in English. Like, goddamn, bitch. Look at your skin tone over here. Look at your skin tone over there. Goddamn. What the fuck?
Which he admitted in graphic detail to murdering 4 men.
He just started confessing to...
Wait, he only killed 4 people? Considering how many people he shot and stabbed, I'm gonna be honest, I thought that number would be a lot fucking higher.
all of the murders that he got away with. The biggest one was probably when he was discussing the murder of the Turk. Chopper admitted that he lied about the self-defense claims and just admitted that he killed the Turk in cold blood.
When I killed Sammy the Turk, that wasn't self-defense. That was outright fucking murder. Sorry, it shouldn't be swearing, but that was outright murder.
Chopper also admitted to murder...
My boy just said, I apologize about it. I should not be swearing while explaining how he committed murder. Maybe I should stop swearing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
In Sydney
Makes you
Collins,
think about
the
shit.
bikie club boss that Chopper shot in the gut. Apparently, years and years later, after Chopper had done his 6 years in prison because Sydney snitched on him, Chopper was doing a live show and Sydney approached him asking for an autograph. Chopper was so pissed off that Sydney had the balls to go up to him and ask for an autograph after Chopper did 6 years because he snitched, that Chopper invited him to an after party, but instead of going to an after party, Chopper murdered him and disposed of the body. So Chopper spent his final interview admitting to all the murders that he got away with, and then a few weeks later he passed away. There is just one tiny problem with Chopper's story. Chopper is a very well-known liar.
I guess the point is, you have said in the past, you put a television camera in the room and you lie your head off.
Oh, yeah, of course yeah.
All the time you get people coming forward from the criminal underworld and even the
So he
police
lied?
saying that a lot of the things that Chopper has claimed are complete lies.
Aw.
And even to this day, you're still getting people coming out claiming that a lot of the things that Chopper has said he did are untrue. Even the Greek came forward to say that that infamous night where Chopper counted to 20 and shot him in the stomach.
Okay, now, how do we know if the Greek's lying? Is he limping? That is the question. Is he limping?
Never even happened. We do know that Chopper did a lot of crazy and violent things. We do know that. But it seems that he may have embellished or exaggerated a lot of the things he did because, like he says...
Oh, yeah, well, look, you know me. Never let the truth get in the way of a good yarn.
The reason I feel everybody liked Chopper is he would never go after normal everyday people. He would never go after women, children, or people that weren't in any way connected to the criminal underworld. Chopper is quoted as saying things like, the average man on the street doesn't need to worry about Chopper Reed. And that was true. See, if you weren't in any way connected to the criminal underworld, then Chopper left you alone. Chopper had no interest in going after what he's seen as innocent people. Chopper always went after drug dealers. Chopper's been quoted as saying that drug dealers are leeches who feed on people's suffering, which is why Chopper took it upon himself to relieve them of their money. This personal code of conduct that he had, I feel, is the reason why so many people liked him. I don't condone any of the things that he did, fuck no, but at least this man had some principles when it came to doing what he did. We still have the issue of how much of what he said is true. There are some things that we know for sure did happen, and there's other things that we question. But with all of the inaccuracies, has Chopper really earned the title of Mad Lad?
Fuck
Ladies and gentlemen,
yes.
there is a slug in this gun. Now, you got to take my word for it, but there's a slug in this gun. Well, I want one shot to my head. One shot to Renee's. Are you ready, Renee?
I don't think I want to play.
Are you ready? You don't want to play. Bad luck.
Yeah. I would say he's earned it.
It's Count Dankula.
Hey, listen. The good thing is that if he shot her in the face and by some miracle she survived, he was gonna drive her to the hospital. It's okay, okay. Yeah, that shit was fucking amazing. God damn, this was so fucking good. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about Chopper. I'll see you next time, buddy. Have a nice fucking day.